Morning, everybody. Today's video is going to be about Huero de loma, vista. Well, many people know that my tia Berta bought some apartments right there in the city of Bell. One of my tia, Belia, rest in peace. Bueno, Leti, everybody, in case you guys don't know my tia. Me and Huero hired some couplings workers, and we fixed the apartments. We did the drywall, the smooth finish, the popcorn, the outside paint, the stucco, the trimming, and we got them all up to code with the plumbing, electricity, plumbing, carpet, flooring, and everything to do with the apartment. So there was 4 units, everybody. That's where Andrea was born, with the maca and kiki and all that. Well, I used to hang out with Smokey, Largo, Joker, Poker, and Huero, Midget, and Silent, and all the rest of the homies, you know. But in particular, me and Huero, Huero was a veterano. He was an older vato, older cat. And that age, he was about, I'd say about 36, 40 years old. I was in my prime. I was 18, 19. That's when I used to work for Goodyear MTA, everybody. So, everybody knows that I used to get harassed by the cops and all that. Everybody knows the whole shebang, como me dice mi girl. Well, there was one day in particular that me and Huero, we used to go to Fontana. And I used to enjoy going with him. We'll go and have a awesome time over there in Fontana, and he'll meet his Jaina. She was a little younger than him. He was about 33, 34, and she was about 20 years. She was Mexican, but she lived in some projects in Fontana, and there is projects outside LA, everybody. Well, what happened is that me and Huero, we used to go to Fontana. At the same time, I used to club out there. But this time in particular, his baby daughter was going to be born. And he was trying to get his shit together. He's trying to leave. He used to live with his jefa right here in Loma Vista. Like 3 houses down from my tia. And on the house. So he was kind of like the rich boys, you know? Of Loma Vista. And he told me, hey, you know, I usually go on the Greyhound. I'll give you some feria. I told him, no. Just hook me up with some minas. And it was to go see his daughter. He had just, she was just born. And they were bringing her home. And I forgot her name. So I told him, no, it's cool, vamos. So we went the first time. First time we had an awesome time. I got to meet her, meet the baby, meet the rest of the family. They treated him as every single person wants to get treated. With respeto and admiring him, and they treated him as a king. They took care of him, they cooked for him, they washed for him. I'm like, Huero, what the fuck, why you come back? You know, I can't just leave my mom because I'm also the one taking care of my mom, you know? And she don't want to leave Fontana and come over here. And he didn't want to bring her to this gang-infested place, you know? So it was horrible. People were getting killed and de todo, you know? And he told me, hey, you know what? Next month when I go again, I'll hook you up. We're gonna have it's like 2 months or 3 months. We're gonna have a communion. La vamos a presentar, you know. And he was thinking that he was gonna hook me up with his cuñada or one of the cuñada's friends, paisas, you know. Typical Huero, you know. Typical me, you know. So told me, fuck yeah, let's go. So we end up going like 2-3 times. Well, now it's about, I say about 6 months to a year. And no, it's actually a year. And now he wants to do a party, and he wants thinking of moving over there. So by this time, we're driving up and down in my Cadillac Fleetwood, everybody, and he's like, let's go. So he put Chico the stuff because he's moving now. He made a decision that the barrio over here, all the madre and all that, it's not worth it. He's gonna get caught up on it, and shit could happen, and he's missing out on his daughter. So he got a holly up there, and he just came back down and told me, hey, can you help me take all my stuff out? Like, whatever fits in the car. I told him, fuck it, let's do it. You know what I mean? I wanted to help him out in every single way possible. So we loaded up the car. We tied up some fucking colchones on top of the car and fucking nightstand. It took his camera and so some stuff that he needed, shoes and to be good, So we fucking drove all the way over there. It took us a while, but we got there slow and easy, Got to Fontana. This is like by mountain and cherry, more or less. No, citrus and valley or mountain. Close to my uncles and cousins' houses over there, Montana. Back then, Sergio, Carlos, Jose Luis, everybody lives over there still. My tia Leticia with Javi and Lias and Pirus, Oscar. And so we drove. We got there. And we got there like about 10 o'clock in the morning. We went in and we paid for the rental of the tables, the tents and stuff like that. Well, her brother got out of jail. And he's from the Fontana boys, And right away, him and Huero, they had a dispute. And they had a disagreement. And Huero was like talking to him like, hey man, this is my house, and we're allowing you to stay here, and this is the disrespect that you're paying us with, There's like, you're bringing all these gang infested people, and we said that no gang, that's why we moved, and I'm allowing you to come because your mom don't have a house, and I accepted your mom. So it's a 2-bedroom house. So Huero, his girl and the baby have one room. The suegra, you don't have a suegro. Typical family, everybody. And the brother got out. So the brother right away thought it was a party. Right away he went and got a kegger, and me and Huero, obviously that me and Huero drink. So right away I went and got a bottle, and I had some beers, and he ran a DJ. Krusty has DJ, but it was a DJ. And so we had the tent on. The mom and all that started doing the pozole, taquitos, and all these Mexican foods, And but this time, beer started getting on me, getting on Huero's cuñados. He started fucking acting up with Huero, and I was hearing him moan and moan and moan. Finally, I went up to him and I told him, what's up, homeboy? I go, you got a problem with Huero? What's up? And right away, he stepped up. He said, Simón, carnal, I don't fucking like that. He ain't nobody, and he comes over here and he's trying to pleasure me and punk me and put me in my own place. I tell him, hey, carnal, I go, don't you see it's a fucking birthday 1 year for your niece, and I don't give a fuck about her. I don't give a fuck about him. I don't give a fuck about my sister. I go, they don't even fucking, follow his rules. and she married this punk-ass motherfucker, veterano, and from nowhere, and blah, 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 you know? And right away, I'm like, you know what, homie? Yeah, you got some serious issues with Huero. So Huero, no, don't worry about it, you know, everything's taken care of, you know? And Huero knows that I'm a fighter, you know, I'm a fighter, and Huero's trying to calm me down and saying, hey, you know what, everything's handled, you can leave now. And this is about 1 o'clock in the morning now. So I turn around and I say, all right, Huero, I'm gonzo. Obviously, everybody knows that once I eat, I rest up a little bit, and then I'm ready to continue down. So then I get on my Ramfla, my Fleetwood, you know, my Cadillac. Leather seats, comfortable, you know. Air suspension and everything. The sounds and fucking looking good, you know. So when I'm leaving, I'm already passing probably the 605 from Fontana over here. I already got like 20 minutes. So I'm burning rubber, you know. I'm fucking taking off and bumping and fucking feeling good that Huero's got his shit together and he's gonna be happy. As soon as I get there, boom, boom, my phone rings. Well, Huero, hey man, can you come for me? I go, what happened? Well, me and this vato got in some putazos and got out of hand, so they told me that I gotta leave. I told Huero, you getting punked on your own house? This is actually her house, you know, whatever. I said, all right, I'll go back. So then I went back, bumping y todo. When I got there, I picked up Huero and the other vatos. They were deep. They were like about 10, 20 of them deep. And they're still partying, still drinking. Because, like I said, his brother got out. And I picked up Huero, and the vato, take your clothes on board, because if not, I'm gonna fucking throw it away. And Huero, right away, we fucking packed up the fucking car. He wanted to take that recama. I'm like, I'm not gonna be taking it right now. I said, just fucking take your clothes and your most valuable stuff, and we gone. So we proceeded to come, and as soon as we got back to Loma Vista right here in Bow, she called them crying that don't leave her and she's gonna change, and that whatever he chooses, like if he wants her to move down here, she'll move. She'll like leave the family, and she just loves them, and she hates shit that happened, and her brother, he has nothing like. You know, no say so, and this and that. So whatever, like, kept talking to her, and she's all crying. So I go back, I go to sleep. I live there, you know, everybody. And about a couple hours later, I wake up, and I still see Huero on the phone. Like, baby, I love you. Quiero chingo, you know, te amo, and this and that. I don't want to bring you to over here, because you think that's over there bad. This is worse over here. Because over here I have an amiga that go, you know, and I got gang task force, and I got to get out of LA. I go, what about we move somewhere else? So I'm like, Huero, what's up? You want me to go help you get your shit or what? He goes, give me a minute. So he talks to her. Next thing you know, a couple hours pass. I say, hey, Huero, I gotta go handle some shit, and let me know if you want me to go. So now it's about 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, everybody. And he tells me, let's go get my daughter my woman, and fucking is gonna bring her back. I said, órale, carnal, let's go. So right away he got his 38. I have my 45. And we said, pasé pedo. We defend ourselves. I said, fuck it, let's do it. He goes, but let's try to keep it calm, you know, because I don't want to fuck up everything, because that's my familia, you know. But, so now by that time, that pinche ojo was black. That cuñado tripped on him and sucked him up, you know? So now we're going back. So we did like on a Friday. Now this is like Saturday or Sunday. So we go back. And now this big time drama. The mom is like, you know what? If you're gonna leave, mejor que se vaya él. And then the vato's like, nah, fuck that. She's out of here. You know, let her leave and this and that. He starts calling her names and I thought, what's up, Huero? You gonna go back her up or? This is when I was stupid. I was trying to be a thug, trying to be a gangster, you know? Pinche loser, yo, you know? And I'm over there instigating, like, no te dejes, carnal, no te dejes, you know? So next thing you know, the cuñado turns the tables on me. He goes, hey, you fucking instigator. Fuck you too, man. I'm like, fuck me? Yeah, I got nothing of this, and I'm not like Huero. I'm gonna fuck you up, that's it. So right away, he like puts up his hands and I sucked him up, man. Next thing you know, the sister, the mom, and they're defending him, and I'm defending her. So next thing you know, she's staying. I made a big escándalo, a big pinche desmadre by fucking him up, you know? He was just nothing but talk. Well, this vato made a call to his homeboys, and now everybody shows up. I'm talking about 4 or 5 carloads, you know? It's a barrio, it's a hood, you know? Next thing you know, they surround us there. So me and Huero go back in the house. And I tell Huero, you gonna convince her, or is she gonna stay? Is she gonna go? What the fuck is gonna happen? So Huero says, you know what? Let me go out there and talk to him, man. He goes out there and he gets punked by him, you know, get punked by the homies. So finally I fucking go out. Saco el fierro. And I had the 2 guns together. The 38 and este, because he gave it to me because when he went out. So I go out. With my hands, you know, down. And they see the 2 fierros. And right away, one of the homeboys tells me, hey, homeboy, there's nothing to do with you. I said, órale, carnal. I go, well, just, you're going to fuck him up another time. We're going to take off. He goes, my sister's not leaving. And it's like, and what like, well, she's leaving because she's my woman, and you know, we married and da. And I tell her, well, she's going with us, no matter what, baby. And then the suegra wants to get in the fucking car too. She says, well, she's going, I'm going with her. Now, Huero's telling her suegra, like, hey, you can't go because we're going to my house. And he's sort of, he's a mix. He's a gringo, you know? Mom's white. So they're not gonna let them fucking come take over the house and everything. He's gonna take his woman and his daughter. That's it. And so I had to get off the suegra and tell her, hey, you know, you gotta get out. So when I fucking got her out, vatos from IE, they go, hey man, what you disrespecting her, you know? And I'm like, you know what, homie? They met the homeboy. These vatos were playing around. These vatos sacaban su fuerte and say, you know what? Fuck you, this is IE. And I turn around and I go, hey, con permiso, homie, I don't know what the fuck IE stands for. And then all the gangsters. I swear to God, all the gangsters. Well, what do you mean you don't know where IE is at? I go, nah, I'm from LA, homie. He goes, well, fuck LA. I'm like, fuck IE too then. And next thing you know, see, everybody had guns drawn and kid suegra's crying, girl is crying, Huero's on his fucking knees, and el cuñado right there trying to calm his homeboys down, and everything got settled, and now everybody's pissed off at me. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you all, man. And right away, you know, se hizo un desmadre. So we had to get back in the house, get out the car, the girlfriend, get out the baby, So we got in the car again, the house, and now everybody's saying that they want me, they want my head. Everybody's like, we want him, and he's gonna come out because he's disrespected our barrio and blah 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 and blah blah blah, you know. I'm like, you know what? Aquí estoy, carnal. Dale piso, homeboy. And right away, I came out. They go, ¿cuestas o no cuestas? I go, nah, it's cuatro putados. So then 3 vatos. I remember this vato named Thumper, eh? Thumper and fucking some other guy, but I remember Thumper. Thumper is like, he's like 6 feet tall. A little more, probably. Un pinche incredible hawk. Pinche, un beast. And he tells me, what's up, homeboy? Me and you. And Thumper was like 2 vatos. And I tell him, well, your homie's gonna get involved or no? They go, nah, ain't nobody gonna get involved. I walk up and boom, clock him. Boom, comes down. Hits his head on the concrete. Ah! Fucking blood starts coming out. And I fucking cracked his head, you know, like I fucking broke his nose. And he cayó como redondito. Un putazo, everybody, you know. This is when I was in my prime. I pinche mazorca que tengo, you know. And he went down one putazo, and the other 2 just like looked and said, what the fuck? Like they thought like I had like a bat or something, you know. And then next thing you know, the other 2 vatos, they like step up to the plate and they start fucking throwing putazos at me, and I throw putazos on them. And I couldn't like get one because I got one, the other one will hit me, I get the other one will hit me, and Huero's over there fucking just staring and looking, and I'm like, he don't want to get involved because he got his ass kicked by them already. So finally, I don't know what happened, and I got a lucky shot, hit another one, boom, the other one goes down. And the other one, like tells all his homeboys and the cuñado is like, hey, everybody calm down, everything's okay. So they call the ambulance for the vato in the bottom. And the cuñado, he vouches for me and for everybody, like, hey, you know what, estuvo, you know, that's it. He spends some for calling everybody in and you know. She's gonna get her shit, she's gonna take off, mom, you're gonna stay, don't worry. So then Huero, the girl, and the baby, we didn't have a car seat or not, you know. And the baby, you know, I mean, she's 1 year old. And so we all jump into the car and we take off. So she ended up staying about 6 months, everybody. And back at the house, the mom, she converted, there's like another house, a conversion. And that's where Huero and the girl were there. And secretly, the mom will come and stay like a week or shit like that. So the mom got mad and obviously booked her out. Well, what happened to the conclusion of the story was the brother that stood over there, he ended up getting paralyzed, everybody. The brother of Huero, cuñado de Huero, he ended up getting paralyzed because all the vatos say that some vato from LA came down and disrespected IE and he didn't do shit. And because Thumper got his head fucking cracked because cayó de putazo and his nose broken and he didn't do shit, they fucked him up and rolled him out of the barrio, you know. So they ended up fucking shooting him. He survived and he got paralyzed. And esta se vino para acá, and like I said, the mom was secretly coming down and everything. So Huero ended up after like 6 months, because the kid wasn't a kid, he was 20 years old, right? A little older than that, like 22 probably. He wasn't a youngster, he was already like in jail. He's done like, you know, juvie and regular jail and all that. So it wasn't a bystander, it was a gangster, you know, but a bicycle gangster. I mean, everybody knows that LA has real gangsters. You know what I mean? So he ended up whacked by his own gente and then shot up by his own, left for dead. So he got paralyzed, and next thing you know, 6 months passed by. Once he got out of jail, not out of jail, out of the rehab and all the shit, the housing, whatever they put him on. So Huero and them end up going to Rialto now to go live with. They had to take care of him now. Now he's paralyzed, And I remember because I took Huero after 6 months, and that took him. I sold him my Cadillac, my Fleetwood. Fucked up the engine, and I sold it to him for $150. Everybody, I was gonna junk it, and Huero goes, no, that car's good, He made it work, He went a couple times up and down on it, and I don't know the end of the story of the car or Huero, but they got a house in Rialto, and by this time I got my Accord, and I remember the day I took him to Rialto. I seen let's call him a youngster, the brother-in-law. I seen him. I felt so hard, so ashamed, and so fucking broken down. And he was paralyzed, And I told him, man, I go, but you get out of it, homeboy. You fucking acted all crazy, and you fucking did this. You should have banned up and should have fucking handled it since the beginning the right way. And he's like, I don't want to live, homeboy. I don't want to live no more. I told him, homeboy, between you and your shit, homie, you knew what you got yourself into. And I felt sorry for a moment. And the main topic of the story is, I've been a desmadroso all my life, and I tell people, when I suck, I suck. When I'm down, I'm down. And I got an angel taking care of me all the time. And I tell people I have a bad temper, a bad anger management. I've calmed myself big time. I'm not the violent person no more or not. But it's crazy that all these years, have passed by, and no one ever came looking for me. No one wanted pedo, no nada. Obviously from IE, no one's gonna come down here. Well, IE is England Empire. Just in case no one just in case someone asks, what is IE? It's like LA, Los Angeles, or whether it's England Empire. I got a couple familia. They're from that clique over there and all that. But I wouldn't be able to go to Fontana and act crazy again, First of all, a lot of bad omens, a lot of bad shit happened, But today I wanna pray for them. I wanna tell them I'm sorry for the headaches. I didn't cause them, I resolved them, but siempre pasa así that people that aim to cause me harm or try to have a up on me, something always bad happens, It's not the first time someone dies. I got, everybody knows, over here with Bobby and them, Freddy and them, Boxer died también over there in Tijuana. And everybody knows a lot of shit that over in San Fernando when I got an apedo. Everybody knows about the bowling alley. Everybody knows about all these homies that's gotten shot around me. Everybody knows about Loma Vista. But Loma Vista got broken down. In occasions, I see Largo. He's all like, they killed his brother. And they killed Smokey's brother también. Lil Toki, I was gonna beat the shit out of him. I threw him over there in the avenues. Little midget ended up being an awesome parent. He had like 4 or 5 kids with Maria, everybody. And Huero's still happy. He turned Christian, and he's doing good over there in Redlands. he turned Christian, and he was inspiring to become a pastor and all that for the youth, and all, he was in charge of the youth and all that. He got his life back in order, and he's happy. I haven't seen him in a couple of years, but occasions I see his family members when we go to my tia Belia or homies, and people tell me that he's doing good, that he's becoming a pastor, and he changed his life, and he did good. And his cuñado talks to the youth, and he tells all the stories that a simple conversation, a simple argument could cause a whole lot of conflict. And his life got destroyed. Thumper is the big vicious mega monster that got popped by me and went down and cracked his head, I don't know nothing about that story no more. And the outcome of the whole story is we all gotta be a little more like calmados, like not let things get out of control. We need to communicate a little more. We need to respect one another and not cause no conflicts. And I hope, Huero, you're doing good, and your cuñado, I hope that you guys are close bound to each other and respect one another. And I hope your daughter by this time, she's about 20, 25. So I hope she's doing good. Yeah, 26. She's 26 now. Good. 25, 26 around there. I hope that she's a woman, and I hope that she don't have grudges. And if you ever Huero from loma vista, we blew it out of control. We caused a lot of conflict, and a lot of families got hurt. And I'm sorry for everything that occurred. And if I caused anything, I pray to God that God forgives me as well as forgives you, and hope that you guys are doing a little better. And if I could ever talk to the cuñado and to Thumper and to Huero, I'm sorry. Truly sorry for all the pendejadas I used to get myself into. But that was a normal routine back in the days, It was a casual thing. We used to throw conflicts and that was it. Well, that's one of the stories that it was awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And remember, try to restrain yourself and try not to bring big time conflict and cause a lot of headaches for everybody. Lives are important, and let's continue to believe in God and believe in the change that God's changing in all of us. And I pray, as the bottom of my heart, that God forgives my sins, and I forgive anybody that's harmed me or caused me any conflict. And I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart, and I pray that God has love for you guys, and you guys are doing okay. And to all you gangsters, things could get spin out of control so fast, rapidly. You could cause so much conflict and problem. So don't get yourself involved in situations like the way I used to get myself into. I used to get myself in so much jams, and this is one of the stories.